seen them many times before. Ridiculous numbers, flaunting egos. Are they fake? Full of it? Is it possible? Selling cheap products to people who love a bargain, tiny profit margins, competing on the lowest price. Forever chasing the next product, again and again, rinse, dry, repeat. This is not a good business model, and it will not generate true wealth. Is there a better way? One where we don't have to be forever chasing the next product. One where we aren't competing on price. Can we build a good brand? Dropshipping. Hey, Ethan here. So, I've never tried dropshipping. Personally, I couldn't get over the stupidly long delivery times. I'd pay more to get things sooner. I also don't impulse buy, so I could never understand the mind of a dropshipping customer. But I am curious to find out if I can use all of my 8 years of business experience and branding skills to start a decent brand, but on the cheap, using dropshipping. Because let's be real, if you're swimming in cash, you're not watching a dropshipping video. Is this even possible? Not just to sell products, I'm sure we can do that, but to craft a good brand where we can leverage story and identity to sell. Our goals: in 7 days, get 30% profit with the potential of turning it into a good brand. With a budget of $300. I don't think this is even going to be possible. Will we actually make any profit? I've never started a business this cheap before. But if I can do it, I believe that you can do it too. Now, before we go steamrolling ahead like an internally obese person at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet, let's quickly determine the purpose of branding. In the wise words of Marty Newman, the godfather of modern-day branding, to delight customers so that more people buy more things for more years at a higher price. Or, in other words, to increase our prices, to increase the lifetime value of our customer, repeat customers, to increase word of mouth, to increase the perceived worth of our business. Let's get this train out of the station, choo-choo, right after I just tidy my desk, check my email, walk my spider. They never skip leg day. So what's the first step when attempting anything new? Watch 117 hours of YouTube videos about it. I'm gonna start with some Behezer because he's the only one I'm subscribed to who does dropshipping. So I've gone down a rabbit hole. The air is lingering with the sense of anticipation. There's a chill running up and down my spine. Am I nervous or am I excited? I don't know. I've watched 7 videos from people basically saying the same thing over and over. I think I got the gist of it, but I should probably watch one more just to be sure. Maybe 2. Okay, 3. Absolute maximum 4 or 5. Come here to me. So, I've been searching for a product on Aliexpress. Just because it's super cheap and made in China doesn't automatically make it a bad product. It's just statistically likely. First, I was going for watches or sunglasses for high perceived value, but there isn't anything suitable, either super cheap or have brand marks on them. Then, my big brain thought was masks. It's illegal not to wear them. Like going outside or having friends. There must be some potential there. But alas, the profit margins were just too small to make it work. I need to try something new. Do you have any ideas? Okay, change of tactics. Started looking through bestsellers on Amazon, and look how many times this oversized hoodie is on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the first page alone. It must be selling like hotcakes, full of nicotine, at a children's house party. And it appears fate is on our side. We have it on Aliexpress. Semi-decent photos. Video is, well, meh. But lots of orders and reviews. Not only that, I have found the actual brand selling it. the hoodie. I see what they did there. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Which is fantastic. It means there is a genuine market. We can also borrow what is working from them. Website, sales copy. This is probably a good point for us to discover what a brand is. A brand isn't your logo, a common misconception. And branding isn't putting a logo on things and having fancy pictures. A brand is the story that people believe about you. The story that they share to others. That gut feeling that they have about you. Branding is the process of controlling that story with all of your words, with all of your graphics, and with all of your actions. Brand strategy is the process of discovering what your specific target audience wants to believe, then coming up with a plan to effectively tell the right story to the right target audience with your branding, words, graphics, actions. Removing the guessing so you don't leave your branding to chance, with the goals of increasing the lifetime value of a customer and increasing your word of mouth. I've got a quick and dirty 5-minute brand story exercise on my website if you want to discover your brand story. No annoying email sign up. Or if you want a full brand strategy, I have a fantastic DIY guide for that too. Links in the description. When building brands, we start with brand strategy and then apply it with branding. Listening to what story people are telling about us, we can then see if that matches our strategy and adjust the branding until it is resonating with our target audience. A brand is fluid. It's not something that just happens once. We continue to shape it over time until they believe the exact story that we want them to believe. Using my DIY brand strategy guide, easy enough, just follow the step-by-step instructions. This is what I've discovered about our target audience. If we filter all of that data down, we get to a story like this. A fun, friendly brand that provides comfort to cute girls, making them feel warm and cozy. We're skipping over the process here because we want this video to end before Christmas next year. But at the core of brand strategy is discovering your specific target audience's beliefs, their demographics, psychographics, and identity. We're also missing some big steps here. Your why, normally at the heart of your brand. Also core values, goals, personality, competition, brand story, application, etc. But we have now gathered enough data about our target audience to run our experiment. One crucial part for branding is identity. As Seth Godin said, people like us do things like this. People are craving to tell the world a story about them, who they are and what they believe. Environmentalists with Teslas, Toms say they're someone who cares. Rolex silently screams, "I'm rich." The goal is by using our products, it facilitates them telling a story to others or themselves that they want people to believe about them. For our brand, the identity we're going to go for is, "I'm cute." We're going to use our name and logo to help tell the story that we want people to believe. Normally you wouldn't go for something so direct, but because we're dropshipping, we have so few touch points for us to be able to get a sale. So we need to bend the rules. From our brand strategy, we know what keywords we should be using. Been brainstorming names here, otherwise known as spending 2 hours procrastinating watching anime, then 5 minutes frantically writing words on a page. But if it works, who am I to challenge it? Snugglesoft. Super creative, that one. Took a whole of 4 brain cells. And for our logo, drum roll, please. I'm just gonna copy a brand that has the cute and soft factor down. Cushell. the toilet roll company, because apparently we've all imagined what it would be like to wipe using a koala. Here's the logo. Using the same font and everything, there are 3 main types of logo: symbol, logo type, crest. Everyone wants the symbol. It feels like magic to us. Nike, Apple. This is the worst one you can choose at the start. It takes so much money over many decades to attach a symbol to a brand in people's minds. It doesn't matter how cool it is. 99% of brands should go for a logo type. We remember names much easier. Coca-Cola, Google, Lego, Disney, Star Wars, Sony, Fender, Samsung, and those are just the ones I can see in my eyesight right now. Go for the logo type when you get a logo for your brand. Logos are bad when they're too literal. Logos should be an empty vessel that the audience fills with their belief about our brand. And that is the purpose of a logo. It serves as a shortcut to our story, our brand, but only to those that you've had the opportunity to share it with. You can stick Supreme on a t-shirt and increase its value by 10x, but not for everyone. Your parents or grandparents wouldn't pay that ever. The value is a perception, but only to those that choose to believe it. The logo doesn't hold the value. The story that we believe about the brand does. Shopify sucks. Seriously, like it's draining the life out of shriveled dry granny balls. A massive part of branding is user experience, controlling the feelings and the thoughts of a user through every step of their journey through your brand. Shopify is terrible for allowing customization of anything. This is extremely frustrating. There is this Liquify thing, which is like HTML, CSS, but complete and utter bollocks. Double thumbs down, -3 stars, a big fat F. I understand most people don't know how to code and develop websites. One way to look at it is fully customized website with great UX would cost many thousands. So that would go over budget. We've got it looking pretty close to the Uddies website. I guess this will have to do for now. Word of mouth is probably the most important factor when it comes to building your brand, cause that is what your brand literally is. The story people share to others about you. Unfortunately, with dropshipping, there is very little we can do to influence this, mainly due to the time factor. We don't have control of the product, the experience, or fulfillment of the brand. That is where we have most of the opportunities to delight customers and get them to want to share that experience with others. And since sales are going to be purely based on influencer ads, we don't really have control of that story. Word of mouth is seriously lacking. This may be one thing that makes this challenge almost impossible. No word of mouth equals an extremely weak brand. Tagging friends and running giveaways does not count as word of mouth. I feel I'm sitting in wet socks with a constant drip hitting the back of my neck and running down my spine. We have such little control of anything. This makes executing our branding extremely difficult. The images, the product, the experience, the site, word of mouth. We're having to lower our standards everywhere. Dropshipping is going against everything I believe about building brands. I do not like it. I heard a joke about procrastination, but I'll tell you tomorrow. For now, let's try the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 trick. Just gonna work for 5 minutes. I've edited the images, some Photoshop here, warmed them up a bit there. Also made these ones for running promos to give those autumn vibes. The video is not great. I'm seriously debating whether to use it at all. Okay, new plan. I think we're gonna try add in a few delights. It's a common thing for brands to do, often post-sale. I think we can add in a few here, pre-sale. Mainly using poems, or entirely. Poems are delightful by their nature. Do it once, and it's weird. Do it many times and it becomes part of the personality of the brand. So we've put a poem into the video, and I'll put one into the website sales copy and potentially into the thanks for purchase email. Now, this could extremely backfire on us and immediately turn people off, but it's worth a shot. Okay, I found and DM'd a load of pages in the autumn cozy niche. Influencers are just like walking billboards. Attention prostitutes. And oh, does it pay well? We think with our budget, Instagram influencers is the best bet. Let's hope we get loads of replies. This is not good. This is not good at all. We've only gotten 3 replies and the pages are fairly small. It won't be enough. Let's hope some more reply. So while talking with the influencers, one of them has offered to make me a motion image, which is spectacular. Look at the leaves and the hair move. Only €10 for that, and to post it on their page. You can use it in all the other posts now too. We think it's good to ask the influencers for their advice. Don't just make it transactional, but get their opinions on what would be best for their audience. Invite them into the process. It will create a much better experience for you, them, and their fans. A 4th has replied, but they were way too pricey for their size and they weren't willing to negotiate. It's seriously not good for us. The other 3 pages have now got the post up on their page and in their stories. Let's see how many sales we get. I cannot believe it. I was not expecting that. I genuinely thought we would get a few sales. We got 0. 0. Oh, fiddlesticks. In a dog park full of landmines. What are we gonna do? Try find some more influencers? But honestly, those pages were a perfect fit and had great engagement. We got a load of traffic from Western countries. More influencers might not help. I think we need to try something else. So, surprise, surprise. I've been procrastinating again. I'm not gonna lie. Getting no sales has thrown a spanner in my heartstrings. Why do we get so emotionally attached to things? I don't even care about this. It's just for a YouTube video. And yet here I am, emotional and disappointed. Hey, so future Ethan here. While editing, I've been thinking about it. I think a lot of the emotion isn't actually attached to the brand, but rather to me and my skills that I'm trying to show off. Here I am trying to make the case for branding, and it's not working. This leads me into procrastination out of this fear that if I try my hardest and fail, it makes me look bad. But if I just waste my time watching anime, then I just throw something together real quick, it gives me an excuse why it didn't work. It's not because I'm bad, it's because I rushed it and I didn't really apply myself. Like when we were in college and we had an assignment due the next day and started it at 2 a.m. the night before and finished it in one sitting. At that point, even if we just pass, we still feel good about ourselves and we can tell everybody, yeah, but I didn't really try. So, given the circumstances, I did fantastic. And that's just a terrible excuse in life, really. It's fine in college because who cares, but, you know, for this, but it is a flaw, a weakness, I don't know what you want to call it. It's something I'm struggling with, and I thought I should just share it with you, because I'm not perfect. I do not have all of the answers. I fail a lot, even when I do apply myself, and it would be wrong for me to pretend otherwise, and that is why I have been procrastinating, to protect against my fear, to be shown to not be good enough, even when I do try. Right, so I've gone and got a load of Facebook ads set up and running. I doubt it will work when our influencers didn't, but we're running out of time and I've got to try something. Alright, ladyboys, hold on to your knickers like you're secretly enjoying the wedgie. Things are about to get wild. we've got some sales. One person bought 3 at once. It's working. This is exciting. How much will we make? Only 1 day left. But assuming ads continue to perform and even improve, we could be riding a winning bull here. Clench our thighs and let's hope we can hold on to its stiff horns here and take the gold. Rightio, my chum buddies. This is the part you've been waiting for. The results are in. Can we now go rent that Lamborghini? Instagram needs to see our rides. Expenses: influencers €40, Shopify €29, domain €15, Facebook ads €192, Aliexpress orders €165, total €441. Revenue into Shopify €320, into the bank after transaction fees €309. Total profit negative €132. So yeah, we dug some holes, several holes over budget, and we did not strike gold. We even lost money just buying our shiny pickaxe. Goals were a 30% profit with €300 in 7 days, with the potential of turning it into a decent brand. We have failed the profit and the budget. But I do actually think there is some potential here for a brand. But not dropshipping. Need the product cost and the shipping to come down with much better video and images that align with the brand that we're trying to craft, and controlling the experience to the customer. It could be turned into a decent brand. But I guess for me, it's time to toddle back over to the tech world. Let's answer the question we posed at the beginning. Can you start a great brand dropshipping? No, not really. Certainly not on this level of budget. The main problem is the lack of control. If we cannot control the branding, how can we form a brand? We cannot control the product, we cannot control the fulfillment, we cannot control the experience, we cannot control the media, we cannot effectively control the lights, and we cannot leverage word of mouth. These are the things fundamental to the execution of brand strategy in order to build a great brand, used to craft a story that your audience wants to believe. We want to control their perception of us so our brand grows in worth over time. Dropshipping is more trying many products until you find a winner, then milk it till it dries up and rinse and repeat. This is not a particularly great business model. You can no doubt make money from it, but you will struggle to start a great brand, one that grows in worth over time, building around one product, one identity, one story told over and over. With a bit more budget and significantly more time, it may be possible to start, as you can grasp control in certain areas, but it is unlikely to yield any real profit. You'd really need to switch to custom design products ASAP, or even private labeling, which is like dropshipping with extra steps. So you can start to gain control over all the elements in the business. If you do want to build a great brand, check out my DIY brand strategy guide. It focuses on building your brand's worth by leveraging identity and word of mouth. Links in the description below. I also have loads of great bite-sized tips about branding and marketing on my Instagram. Follow me there if that's something you're interested in. If you like this video, subscribe for more. It takes a lot of effort to make videos like this, not just in the 70+ hours of time, but this one also costs me money. So I'd appreciate your subscription as I'm trying to grow this channel. And have a fabulous day, Ethan.